Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there? Or maybe you found yourself reading the same sentence in a book over and over, and it just won't stick. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone, and let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with you. As we grow older, our minds start to slow down a little, but that doesn't mean we're powerless. In fact, the truth might surprise you. Simple, gentle movements you can do every day, yes, even from your chair, can actually sharpen your mind and bring back that mental clarity you've been missing. And I'm not talking about heavy workouts or complicated routines. I'm talking about natural, daily movements that support better focus, clearer thinking, and a stronger mind-body connection. And no, you don't have to be a yoga expert or a gym regular to do any of these. You already have everything you need: your body, your breath, and a few minutes of your time. That's it. In this video, we're going to walk through 6 everyday movements that are proven to help improve your mental focus after the age of 60. These aren't just good for your body, they're like food for your brain. By the end, you'll not only know what these movements are, but how to actually use them in your daily routine without needing any equipment or even leaving your home. And hey, before we get into it, if you're finding this kind of helpful content useful, please help me out with just one like, one share, and one quick subscribe. It helps this channel grow, and it means I can keep creating content just for you, because trust me, there's so much more I want to share with you about feeling stronger, thinking clearer, and living better after 60. Alright, let's get into the first movement, and it starts with something you're probably doing right now: sitting. Now, I want you to imagine this. You're sitting at your kitchen table with your morning coffee, the birds are chirping outside, the house is quiet, and then, gently, you begin to lift one knee up and slowly place it back down. Then the other. That simple motion of marching in place while sitting might seem small, but it's powerful. When you do this every morning for just a few minutes, you're waking up more than just your legs, you're waking up your brain. You see, this kind of movement activates your core muscles and stimulates blood flow to your brain. The gentle rhythm actually helps improve coordination between the left and right sides of your body, and that's important, because that same coordination happens inside your brain too. Just like a symphony, both sides of your brain need to play together. When they do, your focus sharpens, your thoughts get clearer, and those little, senior moments start to fade. And the beauty is, this doesn't take effort. You can do it while watching the news, waiting for your toast, or even chatting with a friend on the phone. Start with just 2 minutes a day and let it grow from there. Think of it as a quiet wake-up call for your brain, no alarm clock needed. From here, let's shift to another movement that might surprise you because it looks more like a stretch than exercise. But don't let its simplicity fool you. I want you to picture standing next to your kitchen counter. You place one hand gently on the surface for balance, and with the other hand, you slowly reach up toward the ceiling, as if you're trying to pluck a ripe orange from the top branch of a tree. Hold that stretch for just a breath or two, and then bring your arm back down slowly, with intention. This reaching motion does more than loosen your shoulder. When you stretch upward, you're not just lengthening your muscles. You're actually increasing oxygen to the upper parts of your lungs, and more oxygen means more fuel for your brain. And when your brain gets that little boost, you'll feel it. You might notice your thoughts becoming clearer, like a fog lifting on a sunny morning. But there's more. This simple reaching action also helps reset your posture. Good posture is like a secret weapon for focus. When you stand tall, your spine aligns, your lungs open up, and your nervous system calms down. It's like your body tells your brain, hey, everything's okay. Let's focus now. You can even add a small twist to this motion, literally. After reaching up, gently rotate your upper body toward the side you're reaching with, just a little, as if you're turning to look over your shoulder. That twist gently activates the deep muscles along your spine, and those muscles are closely tied to balance and brain function. It's amazing how the body and mind are linked in ways we're only now starting to understand. Now, if you've made it this far, take a second to check in with yourself. Are you sitting up a little straighter? Are you breathing a bit more deeply? That's the beauty of these movements. They bring you back into your body, into the present moment, without even trying too hard. Alright, now that you've tried those first two simple movements, seated marching and overhead reaching with a gentle twist, you might already be feeling a bit more awake, a bit more grounded. And that's the goal. We're not aiming for perfection or pressure. We're aiming for connection. Connection between movement and mind, body and breath, awareness and attention. You might be wondering, do I really need to move to think better? And the answer is, absolutely. But not just any movement. It's the small, purposeful ones done with awareness that give your brain exactly what it needs. Think of it like watering a plant, not a big flood all at once, but small, regular sips that keep it healthy and growing. And that's what we're doing here, giving your brain just the right kind of nourishment it needs, every single day. Now, let's keep going, because there's another simple movement that's easy to overlook, but so powerful once you start using it regularly. And that movement is something you've probably done countless times without even realizing its power: tapping your fingers. Yes, that's right, just tapping your fingers together, one at a time, in a slow, steady rhythm. Start by touching your thumb to your index finger, then your middle, then ring, and finally your pinky. And then go backward. Pinky, ring, middle, index, back to thumb. Do it slowly, without rushing. Let your breath stay calm and steady as you move through the sequence. It might seem too simple to matter, but here's the truth: this little movement activates parts of your brain responsible for memory, concentration, and fine motor skills. It's like giving your brain a light massage from the inside out. Musicians use this trick to warm up before a performance. Therapists use it to help patients with anxiety. And more studies are showing that gentle, mindful finger movements can light up the same areas of the brain as solving puzzles or doing memory games. Even better, you can do this anywhere, while watching TV, waiting in the doctor's office, or sitting in your favorite chair. And if you want to take it a step further, try saying the numbers out loud as you touch each finger: 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. That combination of speech, movement, and counting is like a full workout for your brain, and it only takes about a minute. And here's something else you might enjoy. Try doing this with your non-dominant hand. If you're right-handed, give your left hand a turn. It might feel awkward at first, but that's actually a good thing. When something feels unfamiliar, your brain has to work harder, make new connections, and build new neural pathways. That's the real magic of neuroplasticity, your brain's natural ability to grow and adapt, even well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Now, let's move from your fingers down to your feet, because the next movement involves something we often forget to pay attention to: your toes. I want you to imagine you're standing in the middle of your living room, or maybe even sitting down if that feels more comfortable. Now slowly lift your heels off the ground so you're balancing gently on the balls of your feet. Hold that for a few seconds, then slowly lower your heels back down. It's a simple toe raise. You might be thinking, how does this help my brain? But let me tell you, balance is one of the strongest links between physical and cognitive health. The brain areas responsible for keeping you steady, like the cerebellum, are also involved in processing information, attention, and mental clarity. When you challenge your balance, even just a little, you're waking up those parts of your brain. And here's where it gets interesting. If you add a little variation to this toe raise, say, closing your eyes while you do it, or turning your head gently side to side, you give your brain even more to process. That combination of movement, balance, and sensory adjustment keeps your nervous system sharp and responsive. It's like lighting up a Christmas tree. Suddenly, everything is connected and glowing. If you're not confident with balance, don't worry. Start by holding onto the back of a chair or countertop. Safety always comes first. The goal isn't to do it perfectly. It's to do it consistently and with care. A few toe raises a day can do wonders not just for your feet and ankles, but for your mind. Now, while we're on our feet, whether literally or just in spirit, let's talk about one of the most overlooked mental focus boosters of all time, gentle walking with intention. I know what you might be thinking, I already walk every day. And that's fantastic. But I want to invite you to walk a little differently this time. The kind of walking I'm talking about is called mindful walking. It's not about how fast you go or how far you get, it's about how you move. Picture this, you step outside, feel the breeze on your face, and instead of rushing to get your steps in, you slow down. You take one step at a time, noticing the way your heel touches the ground, how your weight shifts forward, how your toes press off the earth to move you ahead. You feel the rhythm of your breath, the sway of your arms, the pace of your heart. This isn't just walking, it's a moving meditation. And research shows that walking like this actually helps reduce mental fatigue, sharpen attention, and even lift your mood. It gives your mind a break from background noise and redirects your focus to the present moment. If you have a garden, a hallway, a quiet sidewalk, any space will do. You don't need headphones. You don't need a destination. Just presence. Just a few minutes of quiet connection with your body and breath. Think of it as a way to reset your mind in the middle of the day, especially when you're feeling a bit scattered or low on energy. And don't be surprised if you start to notice little things around you you've missed before, the pattern of sunlight through the trees, the chirp of a bird in the distance, the gentle rhythm of your own footsteps. These tiny details bring your awareness into focus, which is exactly what we're aiming for: clearer attention, steadier thoughts, and a calmer nervous system. So now we've explored the power of your fingers, your feet, your balance, and your breath. Each of these movements might seem small on its own, but together, they add up to something much bigger. They help you come back to your body, back to the moment, and back to the clarity you might have thought was slipping away. And here's the most important thing to remember: you don't need to do all of this at once. You can sprinkle these movements throughout your day, like little moments of care. A few toe raises while brushing your teeth. A seated march before your morning coffee. A finger-tapping break during a phone call. These aren't chores, they're gifts you give yourself, a way to honor your mind and keep it vibrant. You're not too old to change. In fact, this might be the perfect time. Your years have given you wisdom. These movements will give you clarity. And together, they can help you feel more present, more awake, and more alive, every single day. And that's the beautiful thing about this stage of life: slowing down doesn't mean stopping. It means being more intentional, more aware of how we move, think, and feel. And speaking of intentional movement, let's talk about something that may surprise you: reaching. Yes, reaching. That simple motion of extending your arms upward, outward, or across your body. You might wonder how that could possibly affect your brain, but stay with me here, it's more powerful than you think. When you reach for something, whether it's a book on a high shelf, a mug from the cupboard, or just stretching your arms to the sky, you're asking your body and brain to coordinate. Your eyes look toward the object, your mind plans the movement, and your muscles respond. That's a full-body experience, and it lights up areas of your brain responsible for spatial awareness, attention, and even short-term memory. Want to feel the effect right now? Sit comfortably, plant your feet on the floor, and slowly reach both arms up as if you're stretching to touch the ceiling. Take a deep breath in as you reach. Feel how your chest opens, your shoulders lengthen, your spine gently lifts. Then slowly bring your arms back down as you exhale. Do it a few times. Feel the difference? This kind of movement isn't just about staying limber, it's about reconnecting the lines of communication between your body and your brain. It helps you stay alert, engaged, and emotionally uplifted. Reaching activates posture muscles too, which affects how you carry yourself, and that alone can shift your mood and focus more than you realize. You can even turn reaching into a little game. Try reaching across your body, left hand to right shoulder, right hand to left knee. These cross-body movements are known to stimulate both hemispheres of your brain at once. That's a fancy way of saying it helps your brain work better together, improving your focus, coordination, and even your ability to learn new things. And the best part? You can do this anywhere. In the morning while you're getting dressed, in the afternoon when you need a boost, or even in bed before sleep. Reaching is like saying, I'm still here. I'm still growing. Because you are. Now, there's one last movement I want to share with you. It's not flashy. You won't see it on a magazine cover. But it might be the most powerful one of all. It's the simple act of pressing your palms together. Place your palms together in front of your chest, like you're saying a prayer. Apply gentle pressure, not too hard, not too soft, and hold it there. Feel the warmth in your hands, the gentle engagement in your arms, and the centered feeling it brings to your body. Take a few deep breaths while holding that position. This is more than just a stretch. It's a grounding gesture. It stimulates the muscles in your arms, shoulders, and chest, yes, but it also creates a sense of balance and focus in the brain. There's a reason so many cultures have used this gesture for centuries, because it creates a natural sense of calm and mental clarity. Even better, this movement gives you a moment to pause. And in a world that often feels noisy and overwhelming, that pause is a gift. A few seconds of stillness, with your palms pressed and your eyes closed, can help reset your nervous system. It gently pulls you out of worry, out of scattered thinking, and back into yourself. That is where real focus begins, not from trying harder, but from coming back to center. Some of my viewers tell me they do this movement before phone calls, during stressful moments, or as part of their morning routine. And every single one of them says the same thing: it helps them feel more grounded, more collected, more in control of their thoughts. That's not magic. That's intention. That's connection. And that's really what all of these movements have in common. They're not about exercising harder or faster. They're not about achieving perfection. They're about reconnecting with your body, bringing your attention back to the present, and giving your brain a chance to reset, one gentle movement at a time. Because let's be honest, life after 60 can bring its challenges. There might be more forgetfulness, more moments of foggy thinking, or feeling like your focus just isn't what it used to be. That's normal. But it's not the end of the story. You're not stuck. You're not broken. Your mind is still growing, still changing, still capable of amazing clarity and insight. All it needs is a little attention. A little love. A few moments each day where you say, "Hey, I'm here. Let's take care of this beautiful mind of mine." So whether it's marching in place to wake up your nervous system, tapping your fingers to spark concentration, balancing on your toes to connect body and brain, walking mindfully to clear the mental fog, reaching to stimulate awareness, or pressing your palms together to ground your thoughts, each of these movements is a step toward better mental focus. And here's what I want you to remember most: you don't have to do them all today. You don't need a fancy gym, special clothes, or even a lot of time. Just choose one. Start there. Let it become a small part of your day. Let it be your way of saying, "I care about my mind. I care about my life." You've made it this far, and that tells me something about you. You're someone who still wants to grow, to learn, to thrive. And that spirit? That's what keeps you young. That's what keeps you sharp. So be proud of yourself. You showed up for your health today. You gave yourself time and attention. That's no small thing. That's how transformation begins. If today's video resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below, tell me which movement you're going to try first, or how it made you feel. Your stories mean the world to me, and they help build this beautiful community of support and inspiration. And if you found this helpful, please take a moment to like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. It's a simple act, but it helps me reach more people just like you, people who are ready to live with more clarity, peace, and purpose. You're never too old to feel sharp. You're never too far gone to come back to yourself. Your best days aren't behind you. They're right here, waiting for you to reach out and step into them, one mindful move at a time. Here's to staying focused, feeling alive, and living your best life, at any age.